Hi, welcome to my favorite force.
Before we start talking about the forces, you guys gotta know the big words.
The first thing you need to know is mass. No, not church. How much stuff an object has. This object has more stuff than this object, so it has more mass.
Acceleration is the rate of speed in a period of time. According to the second law, the more force I apply to the ice, the faster I'll go. Equilibrium is when an object has an acceleration of 0 and the force is equal to the friction. In this example, it is static equilibrium because it is not moving, the acceleration is equal to 0 and the force is equal to the friction. This, when I push the puck, is kinetic equilibrium because it will be at a constant velocity, which means the acceleration will be equal to 0, the force will be equal to the friction.
Dang it! Should have put more force on that ball.
What's a force?
What's a force?
Hello class, welcome to this Wednesday edition of Chem Phys 2. I am Mr. Anderson. Today we'll be discussing forces. A force is any influence that causes an object to undergo a certain change. Do you get it?
No.
Well, basically, it's just a push or a pull on an object. Get it now?
Yeah.
No. Well, here's some examples. I weigh more than Christian.
What's weight?
Weight is the first force we're going to talk about. It's the same thing as the force of gravity.
Wait, so is that the same thing as mass?
No.
So what's the difference?
The difference between mass and weight is that mass never changes. The weight changes, however. For example, your weight on the moon is different from your weight on the earth.
The second force is the normal force. As you can see, my weight is pushing down on this bar, but the bar is pushing me back up with the normal force. The normal force and my weight is equal.
Oh, shoot! The third force is tension. Tension is a force on a string or a chain. In this example, tension is pointing down on the microphone. The fourth force is friction. Friction is the force that always goes against the push or the pull. Friction changes with the surface at its time. For example, a puck on cement is very high friction, so it doesn't go too far. But the friction of a puck on ice is very low, so it slides very far.
There are two types of friction, static friction and kinetic friction. Static friction requires more force for the object to move than kinetic friction. When I'm trying to get the puck to move, I'm going to have to put more force. But when it's a kinetic friction, it's easier. Kinetic is like here, but when I put it in static, it takes more force to move it.
Coefficient of friction is the roughness of objects sliding against each other. Coefficient of friction is represented by the Greek symbol mu, which is shown like this. Here, I drew a box, not moving. The normal force pushes up on the box, while the force of gravity pushes down on the box, and it's also called the weight. The tension pulls it in this direction or that direction, and the friction pulls it in the opposite direction of the tension, which is why the box is not moving.
So once upon a time, there was a scientist. His name was Isaac Newton. He made up 3 laws of physics. His first law says, no force, no change. Here I'm sitting down in this chair. There's no force, no change.
Newton's second law states that force is equal to mass times acceleration. The mass of this basketball is more than the mass of this basketball, so the acceleration of this one will be more than the acceleration of this one. Watch.
Newton's third law states for every action force, there is a reaction force. When the 2 pole balls hit each other, they hit each other at the same amount of force and go off in the opposite direction.
So class, those are our forces. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I still don't get it. Oh, Trevor. Have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. You're dismissed. Yeah, we're gonna do bloopers after we're done. For example,
No.
the difference between and I drew a diagram of the box not moving. As you can see, the normal force pushes up on the box, and the force of gravity pushes down on the box. They are both equal because the box is not moving. Here, I drew a picture of
What's so
Oh my.
So once upon a time, there was a sun.
Newton's second law states that force is equal to mass. Come on!
Top!
No, we're supposed to hit it first. No, we hit it
Oh, hit it first? Oh, my bad.
Come on!
That was perfect.
They both give off the same force, so they both bounce away.
God! Come on! Good. Just look at this dot. Alright, good.
The coefficient.
Oh my goodness.
Static friction is when I try to push a part. Oh! Cut that out.
No, we're leaving that.
Cut that out. I don't want. In a period of time. According to Newton's second law, right?
Oh.
So class. Yeah!
Get it?
Oh, Trevor. Have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon.
Fine. No.
No,